Cheap rental hire bikes are one of my favourite ways to see a city. Of course, if you've got somewhere you need to be on time, the stuffy underground and metro lines are way more convenient. But if you've got time to spare, nothing beats cycling around the sites. Preferably at night, or in the early hours when you have the streets to yourself. In fact, one of my favourite memories of all time took place on a rental bike. Back in 2014, me and my friend Jamie got drunk on cheap wine and cycled around the French capital all night.
To Paris at 2 a.m. Good call.
That was a good time. 4 years later, and my home city Cardiff caught on, and they introduced the nextbike rental hire scheme. 5 docking stations popped up in March 2018 with 50 bikes available. The scheme grew tenfold and 450 bikes were added by August. I use these rental bikes all the time. They were great for going on treks with friends or just heading out alone. I discovered a lot of new random spots in my city that way, by cycling to the edges, places I never would have bothered to walk to before. And see the city from a different angle. I thought these bikes were great, but not everyone in Cardiff was so welcoming. Cardiff is a strange city at times, and a lot of people reacted to the new bikes like they were a strange robot invasion they had to resist. They were getting trashed in the Welsh capital within a few months, while the scheme seemed to thrive in other cities around the UK. A year later, new bikes were specifically introduced to help out key workers in the NHS during the pandemic, and these were attacked as well. You could barely rent a bike without stepping over the debris of other broken bikes. People were literally throwing them into the sea. Cardiff found itself at the centre of a weird rebellion, and nextbike had enough. After 300 bikes were stolen and 260 more were wrecked, they decided to pull the scheme, but not before piling the broken bikes outside Cardiff Castle to make a point. If you go on the app now, you can see the size of the investment nextbike made. Each marker represents a station that was once full of bikes. They used to show up in blue, but now they're grey and empty. Nextbike say they may be returning in January 2022, and I personally hope they do, but I absolutely would not blame them if they don't. If they do decide to pack up and make a hasty exit, I hope they at least know some of us appreciated the effort.